Hey everyone, anybody there? I thought I'd come on here and talk for a little bit with y'all, if anybody's on here, before I get in my shower. Of course, I've been making candles today. And all kinds of stuff. Hi, Lady Blind Wolf. How are you? I swear one of these days I'm going to come on here with my hair done and my makeup on again. I look pretty rough most of the time. Covering from the hamster emergency. Is that what that says? From the hamster emergency? Should I ask? Dang, I could at least brush my hair or something, huh? We'd take it down, but that'd be even more scary. I blow my nose so much, it's all red. I look like Rudolph. Yeah, I've been making some candles. Kid didn't lock the cage. Oh no. Did they get him? I'm afraid to ask. There you go. So I'm taking that y'all found it and got it back where it belongs. So thank goodness, but I told them a hamster was a bad idea when yeah, pretty much. Sure is. Like me when I had that baby squirrel over here. I mean, it's a little tiny baby. I guess it fell out of its nest or something. But must have hit its head too hard because it just did some weird things with its head. But I fed it the whole evening one day, and the next morning I called another girl that has kind of like a little sanctuary and rescues animals around here, and she came and got it because I had to go to work the next day, and I was the only one that lived here, and I didn't want to leave it shut up in a box in my closet all day while I was at work. So, and plus it was still a little bitty tiny. It had to be fed every 2 hours, and I was going to be gone at least 8, so probably 8.5 or 9. So I just knew I couldn't keep it and feed it. It was a cutie though. I still got pictures of it on my phone. I guess the previous owner wanted to kill it and they were trying to save it, but you know, kids, they do stuff and don't think. Let's just save my child action concentration and thought. Yeah. Well, I'm glad y'all found it alive. Ah, I don't know. Let's see what this hair looks like. Need to wash it, and so I could leave it down. I'll tell you what. I went to my doctor's appointment the other day. And I weigh 160 pounds. Holy crap. Mm, that's 25 more pounds than I weighed when I gave birth to both of my children. God, I can't believe it. It's messing with my past life. Oh, you are? Well, I've been making candles for you and Carla and Shelly, which I heard she's hardly ever on here anymore. I don't even know if she's still around. Because she had sent me a really pretty blanket either last year or the year before. I can't remember, for Christmas. Really nice. And I just never have been able to send her anything. So I thought, well, I'll send her a candle. It was a bit sad. Found out a friend of mine died due to COVID-19. Oh no, I'm sorry. Dang it. Oh, it's scary. I got to go take a COVID test Monday, but it's for my job. Some places that you work in nursing, they'll make you take a test once a week. He was a pastor. Yeah. It's a bad thing, I'll tell you. I don't know. Of course, I won't go into talking about it because you know me. All I know is wearing that mask, around at work every day for 8 hours. Gets old real fast. I understand that, but it needs to be done. Well, especially for me because I'm around patients all the time. And there's another friend of mine that they brought from the town I used to live in here because of this mess, and they put him on a ventilator. Oh, well, I tell you, and nobody knows. I mean, they do have a vaccine for it now, which is a good thing. Came a little too late for some people, but I mean, this thing was kind of sprung on us. It was just there all of a sudden. I can't stand it. I can only go about an hour and then I have to run out wherever, walk out and take a breath. Yeah. Can't get removed. So the mask is, yeah. 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 Like I said, I know in nursing, we have to wear them the whole shift. Ugh. Well, as long as you're in the building anyway. Oh. Yeah, I have your address. I never did get there's one more I need to get so I can send them. I got so many things written down here. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I need to get Carla's, and Carla's hardly ever on here. I was hoping it being well, it's I guess you could say Saturday morning now. But I thought maybe she'd be on here. But I can't send nothing without addresses. I got yours. And I'll probably get it in the mail on, well, I just made it tonight, so it's going to have to dry really good, you know, all night. And then, I'll probably get it sent out on Monday. Okay. Yeah, because it was made in a lab. Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you, if there was anything else I really knew how to do, I mean, I've worked in offices before several times, but it was always around nursing. I've actually even been the administrative or business office manager of a nursing home. And then I was the administrative assistant to the director of nursing in a psych hospital. And then I was part of the QOC team in a MR facility. There were 4 of us in the office. No problem. Also, I have another surprise I'm going to send you too. I'm not telling you what it is though. And I'm gonna send one to Carla too. Ow. But I can't do yours is the only address I have, so people need to be messaging me their addresses if they want the stuff. Sorry, when I put on a G Speak, it stops videos. Oh, it's okay. I was watching this, or listening, should I say, while I'm bouncing around in my kitchen. This professor in a college talking about NDEs, which are near-death experiences, and what they're, saying it is. And it's amazing, that doctors are just now coming up with the idea that, or they think they're coming up with it, of astral travel, which is something that we as witches have known about for centuries. So I felt like getting on there and saying something about it. It's like, well, witches have known about this for a long time. But no, I didn't. A pretty interesting lecture, though. It was. It's pretty cool. There was a live earlier today that I may send you. You may find it really interesting. Yeah, send it to me. I'll watch it. Yeah, yes. Hang on. Hello. Hey. Oh crap, that's great. Well, I just started doing a video. Well, I mean, I'm not used to you having a break until at least 3, so yeah, 3:30. Well, crap. Okay. No, bye-bye. Anyway, sorry. Um, yeah, I'm on YouTube a lot. I mean, I watch. I'm always listening or watching it or something. And I'm subscribed to a lot of other people's channels too. I mean, I don't mind doing that at all. Never know when you're. Oh, yes. I have the stuff to decorate my brain with finally. I was going to start it tonight, but I'm still very undecisive. So maybe I will come on here and decorate it with y'all. I got some purple ribbon. I got some black leather cord. And I got me a glue gun, which I've never used one before. And I have a little drill that I'm going to, drill small holes in it to put, I have some little crystal chips, some that are clear quartz and some that are amethyst. And I'm going to glue them in where they kind of go into my broom. I know I'm going to do that part. I don't know. But like I said, I just don't want to mess it up. And that's something you just can't fix. Yeah, I got it. I sent it to you. I should send you the other one. Had a crazy experience with a ghost box live last night. Huh. It may be a person that I already watch. I mean, it didn't show up on the message that I got a link sent to me. It just said a link was sent. Oh, no, I would have used a. That's what it was right there. Oh, I got that too. Yes, I did. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, hang on. Come to think of it, crap. Seriously? You didn't get the copper wire. My kid made me a wand, and I've been really thinking if I can get to the graveyard and get a stick and make my own. I remember when I made my first one. It's no longer have it. It was a clear quartz and amethyst, and I had to use super glue. Yeah. You know what? I gave him a list to get at Walmart, and he didn't get my copper wiring. The main thing I wanted. Damn it. Ah. Huh. Oh well. Yeah, I just sent you the link. I'll send you the link to the other video. Okay. Yeah, I got something else. Well, like I said, I'll get your stuff in the mail on Monday. Maybe tomorrow if I can actually get to the post office before it closes. No, probably not. He has a bad habit of going, okay, well, I think this would look better, and getting what he would want to put on it. And like I told him, it's not your broom. It's my broom. Oh, well. Now, see, now that's going to hold off progress because I already had my plans of what I wanted to do with that copper wire. I don't know. I've been kind of looking at some other videos, though. I've watched some other witches decorate their brooms and their wands. I mean, I have all kinds of ideas myself, but oh, crap. Hang on. It figures. Anyway. The Walmart here, they really stink about restocking the craft section. Well, ours is always okay. It's just, I got me these little beads. I don't know what I'm going to do with these little beads. Don't worry about it, Lady Blonde Wolf. I'm doing this just simply because I want to. You're always supporting me on my channel, and so you're making me sit here and defend a male, but I went to go get some here and they were out. Well, he didn't even look for it. He just texted me. Because I told him, I said, you forgot the one thing I wanted, copper wire. It's essential to me as a witch to have copper wire. That's my element. Copper. No, it's really not. But I just think copper is an excellent conductor. And on wands, brooms, anything you want to keep charged or that needs to be charged a lot, you need to put copper on it. Shit. Yeah. Tomorrow's bill paying day. Yay. Be broke again. Yeah, that's actually what I was going to do tonight, but I got so damn indecisive, I about made myself a nervous wreck, so I just quit thinking about it. I really need to stop being that way. But of course, I've been that way my entire life. I don't I don't see that I'm going to change now. I don't know. I'm just too much of a perfectionist, and I'll do something and then I'll think, well, that looks okay, but it could look better. So I'll either tear it down, redo it, or I'll go buy the same thing and redo it the way I wanted it. So leave it up to me to just go buy a whole new broom and redo it. It won't be one like her though. This broom wasn't bought. It's not a Walmart broom. I mean, it came all the way from the Ukraine, and she was pretty costly between what she cost and what the shipping and handling was. So I really don't want to mess her up because I cannot afford another one. I thought, well, I'll just leave her all natural. She looks good just the way she is, but I don't know. Every broom needs some adornment. Yeah, see, that's what I want to do too. Right now, I pretty much just use my crystal ball. Um, I have this real pretty black velvet, kind of like a thing a necklace would be displayed on, you know, and I set it in behind my uh, crystal ball. But I mean, there's all different ways to scry. You can, you can just get a picture frame and paint it black and use it. The glass. You can use a bowl of water. But yeah, I got a. Hey, while I've got you on here though, do you like honeysuckle, Lady Blind Wolf? This is the. This is hemp. This is black hemp. I've made it, but I haven't set it up and used it or tried to use it. Oh, yeah. You can scry on anything that has a reflection. I seen a really pretty scrying mirror that was made just out of an old antique mirror. I forget, and it was a man that made it. I forget who he was, but of course I seen it on YouTube. And I just see so many things that I want to do, which number one runs my butt into money. My candle making is the most expensive hobby I think I've ever had. Besides when I used to go play Texas Hold'em all the time. Uh, of course, I got my purple ribbon. I don't know why he got these little tiny beads, but they're like rainbow colors, or they're just different, colors of little beads. But they have little holes in them. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Unless maybe I can string them on this a little bit and put some around something. And I have feathers in there that I found in my yard. Yeah, I found a really pretty mirror. It has an old wrought iron frame. I was going to paint it and use it, but I tried experimenting with a different mirror in the paint. Oh, did it not work? I mean, was it the wrong paint? And then I got some leather, black leather wire or string. That's all it is black leather. Strings of black leather. Wouldn't stick to it right. And it's not a typical size mirror, so it's not like I can go get the glass. It's too big to be a 5x7, too small to be an 8x10. Oh, yeah. I think mine's an 8x10. I don't know where it is right off the top of my head, or I'd go run and get it real quick. But yeah, I got this little glue gun, and I don't know. If I'd have known he was going to do it, I'd probably went with him. But that might have been a good thing that I didn't go. Because I'd have been going, okay, well, maybe that, and then we'd have been in Walmart for 5 hours. Yeah, that might not have been a very good thing. Actually, if you have fishing wire, you could string the fishing wire and wrap that around the handle. Which one? Wrap which one around the candle? Those types of beads are really good with fishing line back when I used to. Yeah, that's what they're for. I mean, you can see the holes, that goes all the way through the little beads. So I'm sure they're for making little bracelets or necklaces or whatever you want to make. I got to get me a pop. Oh. Man, I think I got too much stuff in my freezer in here. And I even have a little chest freezer in my utility room, and I've just got everything. uh, it just wouldn't do right, but the mirror, it was too thick. Oh, yeah, I'm out and it's raining and I'm not walking to the BP. Oh, out of pop. Ugh. I would probably flip out to a little later because I am not walking past that home. Yeah. I tell you, it's our world and some of the people in it, oh, I just wonder if I can find that mirror or that picture frame. I'll show you. Yeah, I asked the kids to bring me back even a coffee, and of course they. Oh. Wonder if I can find that picture frame. It's really pretty. I wish it was silver. It's gold. I wish it was silver, but it'll work. I don't either. I'm about to have to start again though, because I'm going back to work, and leave it to me. Here I am starting back to work in the middle of a pandemic. And back in nursing. I mean, whoo-hoo. Well, you know what's going to be, it's going to be, I guess. I'll just have to make sure I take all my precautions. It's got to be done. And honestly, I don't know anything else. I mean, I have been in nursing since I was 15. That's a long time. Like I said before, I'm surprised they're still letting him run, Lady Blonde Wolf. I don't get it. Because you know people aren't staying 6 feet on that bus. You couldn't possibly do that. I mean, what are you going to do? Go pick up 2 or 3 people? And what a waste of gas. I don't know. Yeah, my son went and got tested. I don't know why. He was feeling weird or something. But he missed work. Because he was sick. I mean, just regular sick. Um, so they made him go make sure, he didn't have COVID. Anyway, I live in a pretty big city, and there's a lot of elderly and disabled that need. I know that. Yeah. Well, and this is when the people ought to be delivering stuff. You know, um, I know some places are doing that. They'll take it, and if somebody orders whatever groceries, they'll take them and uh, like ring the doorbell or knock or whatever, and then leave the bag sitting on the front porch. And then when they walk off, then the person opens the door and gets the bag. But I'll tell y'all another thing. Once again, wash your hands. Uh, of course, I'm bad about when things come in from Walmart. I get a rag and wipe everything down anyway. Um, but more so even now. I mean, wipe all that down and then wash your hands. I mean, wipe all that down and then wash your hands. Because this stuff is touch too. It's transferred by, touch. Because people usually have their hand. I mean, it's mainly respiratory. It's airborne. But people coughing, you know, sticking their fingers in their mouth and in their eyes and wherever else, that's got to be transferred. So usually anytime there's airborne precautions, well, washing your hands is your first line of defense in anything, anything. That like the Dollar Tree and stuff like that. They don't deliver. Yeah, that's true. You've got to pay extra for transport and all that. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I got to thinking the other day, in my to the world, to society, to wars, I mean, there's been a lot happen in my lifetime already. Two major pandemics. I consider AIDS a pandemic. I mean, because it was, we went all over the world. Yeah. Well, and even if you wear gloves, when you take them off, still wash your hands. And I don't know if anybody knows how to properly take gloves off either, except for someone in the medical field. Use the inside, pull it up. It turns inside out. You grab it with that hand. You do the same with your other hand. Pull that, and one ends up in the other. I'd have to show you. Gonna have a quick nursing lesson on YouTube. No, I won't do that. But yeah, I've been watching some pretty interesting people on here lately. Um, Even though my entire life is witchcraft and witchy stuff, I do watch other things. I'm always, even though I'm sitting here at home, I still try to, keep my mind sharp and keep it learning different things. I'm getting at that age, if I don't exercise it, I'm going to lose it. Sometimes I think I already have. At the VP, they have those glass partitions and you have to hold stuff up to partition. Oh, really? That's odd. Huh. Well, that I had said before that they were predicting that it would mellow out and then in a couple of months it would reach high peaks again, and it has. In fact, there's been more people died in the last several months than there has been during the whole time that this has been going on. And I honestly think it's because people don't take it seriously. They're like, oh, I ain't wearing no glove. I ain't wearing no mask. Okay. Don't. When they bagged the stuff and the driver, that was, guys. Yeah. I still wash my hands after I take stuff out of the bag. I usually just pitch the bag outside in the trash can. Yeah. Yeah, but some people that have never, worked like we have before, then they may not know. I don't know. Pretty scary. I get scared for my granddaughters, in school. They're still little. Well, one's 13 and one's just turned 11. 10. She just turned 10. Yeah, I think. I think she's 10. Hell, she may just be 9. I can't remember. She's 9 or 10, my youngest. I think she's 9. I think they're all 4 years apart. But yeah, it really worries me. 3 weeks. They close the schools down 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. They closed down the library here too. Yeah. I'll tell you what, that's why it's good thing we have the web now. I mean, you can still read books online. You can research stuff. You can. A lot of people do have classes online. Of course, they've been having the classes online for a long time. You can take college courses online. But yeah, it's pretty scary out there. Yes, it is. But hopefully we'll get through it. We will eventually. It just all depends on how much loss of life there is. Pretty sad. These schools had started online learning, so they didn't lose their paychecks due to snow days. Funny that they started that learning days right before this whole mess. Yeah. And what's bad about that is, some of these parents cannot afford to get their kids computers. And if their kid don't have a computer, then they're marked absent, which I find, extremely wrong. I remember when my daughter was in elementary school, they did their work on laptops, those little laptops. And of course, they were like books, you had to turn them in at the end of the year, or your parents had to pay for them. But that's how they did their work. Of course, this was in Texas. That and those stupid testing things that they do. I mean, every state calls it something different. We call it ISTEP. Well, I'm not even familiar anymore with what they do in schools because I don't have any kids in school except for my grandkids, and then they never talk about school around me or what's going on. So the only way I hear anything is if my daughter or my son tells me. I think it's kind of, and not saying anything bad about teachers in case I have any teachers that watch my videos, but I do once again think, first of all, they went on strike and went on that march and blah, 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 because they didn't get paid enough money. Well, nobody in the world, I don't think, gets paid enough money. It seems even when you do get a raise or, the wages go up, so does the cost of living. So pretty much back to where you were. And I remember thinking when all them teachers were on strike, wow, what would happen? I mean, because nurses are really underpaid. You want to talk about being underpaid? Every aspect of the medical field is underpaid, if you ask me. Just imagine if we all decided, hey, we're not going to work anymore. We're walking out. We're walking out of hospitals, nursing homes. We're not coming back till y'all give us more money. Imagine what a catastrophe that would be. I mean, at least, if the teachers all quit, they can still be taught. It may not be everything that they're taught in actual classroom, but parents, would have to teach their kids. I just thought it was really kind of selfish of them, to act that way, and not setting very good examples either. I don't know any other profession that gets a whole summer off with pay. Anyway, I'm not going there. I was just a little disappointed in them for the way they acted, you know. I probably just pissed a few people off, but oh well. That's how I feel about it. I'm not saying that they didn't deserve more pay, but I think they could have went about it in a different way than acting like a bunch of spoiled brats and just walking off the job like that. If nurses did that, we'd lose our license and probably face jail time. Yeah, for abandonment. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. I guarantee you, if you're a nurse and you're working somewhere and you just leave before your shift's over, walk out. And if that facility decides to report you, you're in trouble. But it is what it is. I mean, in my 53 years, I've seen a lot of odd, weird shit go on. Yeah, but that would help. But then the wages would go down too. You can bet on it. One doesn't rise without the other, and vice versa. There's a lot of, and instead of everybody just trying to make sure that everybody can live at least comfortably, I mean, same as gasoline prices. They go up when they know everybody's going to be traveling. That's when their money surge happens. That's when they can make the most money. And during the winter time and stuff like that, it tends to go down. It's crazy. Yeah, but the way some kids are today, you're not allowed to smack them. Too many parents are acting like parents. Yeah, there was a whole big write up about that too, and I think pretty much the DHS has stepped out of that crap. Now teachers have to worry about getting stabbed or shot, but some of these teachers are getting way too inappropriate with these kids too. Yeah, that happens a lot. uh, I can't even fathom what some grown woman would see in a 12 or 13-year-old boy, but there's something seriously wrong with her. Or, I mean, I can't understand the other part either, where, the man and the young girl, but I can kind of understand it a little bit better than I can the woman and the little boy. Mainly because, well, just because we're built different than men. Women are built different from our head to our toes and inside and out, including our brains and the way we think. It's very odd, that I watched some of them and I was like, oh, that's just disgusting. No, not that I would want anyone smacking my kid, but then I raised right from moral manners. Well, when you say smacking, now I think of face. Hell no, because I'll be up there hitting you in the face. But, you know, uh, if they get in trouble in school and they deserve a butt spanking, so be it. I mean, I don't want them coming home, uh, like they've been beat half to death. No. But I got my butt whipped a few times with a board at school. Not very often. I mean, but a couple of times for, not acting right. It didn't hurt me. Only it did hurt me, but it didn't scar me for life. Oh my God, I'm going to die. Kids nowadays think if they get hit, they're being abused. And then you got the adults saying, oh, you shouldn't spank them. Whatever. There's nothing wrong with a good old fashioned whipping when they deserve it. I'm not talking beat them. I'm not talking hit them in the head with shit. I'm talking about just a good old fashioned butt whipping. Mine got spanked, and I would have dared anybody to butt in. It's like, these are my kids. My kids aren't going to be those kids that go out in public and everybody's disgusted by them. I wish they'd shut up, talking bad, saying bad things about them because they're not acting right. But you can't wait till they're 16, years old, 14, 15, 16, decide to start spanking their butts or giving them licks with a paddle when they've never been spanked in their lifetime. It's called discipline. Once again, I'm not saying beat them by no means, but spanking is just part of raising a child. They're more afraid of the consequences than if you say, okay, well, I don't know about nowadays. The kids might, if you threaten to take their computers away or something, they may go into a panic attack. But I was more afraid of, getting my ass whooped. That's why I acted right. I don't know. I don't think society in itself or any government agency should determine how somebody else should raise their kids. I think that is the parent's job. And as long as that child isn't being abused, malnourished, or walking around the street naked, it's none of nobody else's business. That's what I was saying. It begins at home. Well, yeah, I have too. These women going out there and having 4, 5, 6 kids, and they know damn well they can't support them. And everybody else's tax money's raising them kids. People say, well, it's an ethical thing that that woman should be able to have as many children as she wants. Okay, yeah, you're right. But she also ought to be able to feed them before she's spitting them out. Just the way it is. That's the way I believe, and I don't care who it pisses off. If you can't feed them and clothe them, don't have them. Don't expect everybody else in society and on the face of the earth, you know, feed and dress your children. Now, I understand everybody needs help here and there. That's not an issue. That's not a problem. But when you keep having kid after kid after kid, and all you're doing is living on, state welfare and food stamps, and you're draining the system. Women like that, if there was anything that they were made to do, it ought to be get them fixed, sterilize them like they do in China. And if they're going to be that precarious and all that, get on some form of birth control. Jeez. I mean, I'm blind and I was a single mom and I raised two, and one of them I raised with disability. Yep. See? And if you can do it, I know damn well other people can. And I mean, it's hard enough just raising one or two. Can you even fathom having 6 or 7 running around your house? Oh, no. I had 2 kids, a girl and a boy, and I quit. In fact, my gynecologist, when I was carrying my son, I told him, and I was only 21 years old when I had him. And I told my doctor, I said, after I have this baby, because I already knew I was going to have a C-section because I had to have one with my first one. So he just went ahead and scheduled another one. And I told him, I said, while you're in there, snip, 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 burn, 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 burn. I don't want any more kids. He said, are you sure you're only 21? Yes, I am. I've never been more sure of anything in my life. And number one is because I had too much trouble in the later term carrying them. I was just too little. And I had a lot of trouble with my hips. I mean, it got to where I couldn't even walk. I hurt so bad. And then having to have C-sections, it kept, carrying babies just wasn't a pleasurable thing for me in the latter months. But what tax money can go and get tubes tied? I mean, at least here Medicaid won't pay to have my tubes tied. Well, yeah. There's some kind of damage. I feel like if you have a certain amount of kids, then you should be able to go. Yeah. Well, now when I had Justin, I I got divorced the August before I had him the next April. So, and I didn't realize, honestly, I kind of thought that I was pregnant while I was going through my divorce, but it wasn't confirmed. And I had moved from Texas to Oklahoma, and nobody would hire me because I had no doctor release me to work because of I have what they call a placenta previa, and so I mean I was just kind of stuck, and so I got on Medicaid when I had him, and Medicaid would have paid for my for tying my tubes, or they were going to. But they need to be doing more to make sure that these men help provide and take care of these. Yeah, but honestly, do you know how many women out there don't even know who the father of their child is? Seriously. But yeah, you're right. If they know who the father is, yeah, he damn sure should be helping raise that kid, or not necessarily raise it, at least help financially, even if he doesn't want anything to do with that kid. He helped get it here. He can help, sustain it. But it also comes down to, I mean, we all know, I'm sorry guys, but some men are just, well, they just don't care. They get their jollies and go on about their business, and then it's left to the girl to deal with it. So therefore, that girl should be smarter and say, I need on birth control or something, so that doesn't happen. You know, it's our bodies. We're the ones that are gonna have to deal with it. So we're the ones that have to take the extra precaution. Can't just count on the fact that he'll be there to help you, because he probably won't. So they need to get taken to the vet and handle that business right quick. Yeah. But we all know, that that's an issue that I don't know. There's so many issues going on, and so many different opinions and beliefs and what have you. I mean, I believe everybody should have the right to do with their own body what they want, you know. But I don't know. Pretty touchy subject sometimes, but I'm just more open-minded. I don't look down at somebody else for a decision they might make because I think I'm better than they are, or because my religion states that this and that shouldn't be done, and I'm not going to condemn them to hell. That's not my job. Um, and I guess you know what I'm, alluring to: abortion. I mean, it's not up to me to say whether it's wrong or right. I mean, you think of these women that are raped and end up pregnant. Really, you're going to make them have that baby, and every time they see that child, it's going to remind them of that rape, whether they want it to or not. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. So what is that mother going to do? She's probably either going to abuse it or give it up for adoption. Then you've got another child in the system that's going to have issues growing up because it didn't actually have a home, a mother and father. It was raised in a foster home, feeling unwanted. It's a never-ending cycle. I mean, they bitch because, they have to take care of all the foster kids and, these people not raising their kids. Well, they're making them have them. Don't get an abortion. That's morally not right, but it's morally right to make them have that child knowing they don't want it in the first place and all the things that could happen to that child because of that. I mean, everybody just ought to mind their own damn business, especially the government. It's none of their business what goes on in my household or my body, you know? I don't know. Seems to me, all these agencies and everybody butt in where they're not wanted, not needed, and don't go where they are needed, where they should be, taking care of things that are actual issues, problems. I mean, just like the DHS, you know, uh, they'll go to one house, or say a little girl goes to school and maybe she doesn't have the best clothes to wear, or maybe their water got shut off that weekend. So Monday morning, her mom does the best she can, cleans her up, sends her to school. Well, the teacher don't think she's clean enough, turns her into the welfare, and because they don't have water in their house, they take that child. Yeah. Instead of maybe helping that mother get the water turned on so that she can properly bathe those children. These children are fine in any other sense. They're well loved, taken, care of in any other way. Help her turn on the water. No, they don't do that. That'd be too easy and too nice and too human thing to do. Nope, they take them away, put them in a foster care, cause trauma for the entire family, and even worse, the child. But on the other hand, 2 blocks over, there's a woman that beats her child every single day, goes to school with bruises all over him, and tells the teacher, oh, well, he's got bruises. He keeps falling down, blah, blah, blah. There's only so many times a child can fall down and get bruised like that. Well, this may go on for goodness only knows how long before somebody finally reports it. There's an actual case of abuse going on over here that needs to be dealt with, that the child needs to be removed. They're too busy over here with this mama that doesn't have water. Kids are perfectly taken care of any other way. She just don't have any water in her house. People annoy me. They need to get their damn priorities in order. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Help her turn on her water. I mean, shit. A lot of mothers, they don't even have washers and dryers. They do their kids' clothes in a bathtub. Just to make sure they have water. Which, if they're all that worried about them kids, they'd make sure they had water anyway, because them kids need water. They drink water. You need water most of the time to cook with, or to clean, or do dishes. It just annoys me. It really does. I don't know. And I'll use that example because I have seen that exact same thing happen. And I'm telling you, I pitched a fit until some action got taken at that Department of Human Services where I was at. because those workers are on a commission check, spray more money for the counties. It also depends on the kid's race. The darker kid, the more money they get. Really? I sure didn't know that. Shouldn't matter what color that kid is. It don't make a damn what color that kid is. And screw their money. We're talking about the livelihood and welfare of that child, which is supposed to be their jobs. Why'd you get wrote up for washing clothes in the bathtub? That's no big deal. Soap and water, same damn thing that goes down the drain when you take a bath. And dirt. I'll tell you. And people wonder why I've pretty much given up on society, because it's all messed up. It is all messed up. I don't know. What are you going to do? They say you can't change Congress. Let's just say I did win the government and politics award in school. I really did. I got the David L. Boren Award in government and politics. Yeah, Native American kids get the most because they can't adopt them out because of the government order. But yeah, the darker the kid, the more money they get in adoption. It's just a one-time fee. That just don't make any sense to me. My kid in a foster home get some more money. You know, and me and my last husband, we had honestly thought about becoming foster parents in the community we were in the county. We had both, had kids and raised kids. We had we honestly had a really nice home, a big and a really nice home, and quite a bit of land. And it was kind of lonely, just us two in this big old house. And I mean, my kids would come around every once in a while, the grandkids, but other than that, it was just me and him in that big house, And so I got a brainstorm one day. I think I was starting, honestly, to go through that empty nest syndrome stage. And so I talked to him about it, and he wasn't all that excited about it. He was like, well, I don't know. And I was like, we can do this. I said, and you're going on the truck most of the time anyway. Because he was an owner operator. And he said, well, then, you'll have them kids by yourself. It's like, it's nothing new than the way my other two were. When they were with me, it was just me, Personally, I trust a politician about as far as I could see out of my bad eye. Yeah. A ton of trouble with our state, too. Yeah, I bet they did. Get in a lot of trouble. Social workers walking into houses kicking the shit out of cats for no reason in that county I was living in. Got always so much stuff. Boy, they better not kick my cat or let me see them kick a cat. Trying to shove an 85-year-old man with Alzheimer's off a porch. See, I honestly, seriously hope I never in my lifetime see anything like that firsthand. Because I honestly don't know how I'll react. Honestly. And of course, they'll put my ass in jail for it. But then that other person, that started this shit in the first place will just, because they work for the government, even though they're wrong. Yeah, I honestly have known some idiotic people that work for the DHS. I honestly, just by sitting there watching them, sometimes I wonder how they can add 2 and 2 together. How they even got through school to get that degree to become a caseworker. Now, granted, I've met a whole lot of nice ones too, but there's some of them that it was just awful. Oh, and we can't forget the Social Security Administration when they used people's money to go party whatever they were doing. There was a big old huge write-up about it. It spent taxpayers' money on them having a party, going out. Some of them were gambling, bought all their food, paid for their airplane tickets. I'm pretty sure they went to Vegas or somewhere like that. I remember the exact story, but they got in a lot of shit over that one too. But you know what it boils down to is people are people. It don't matter who you are, what color you are, what job you have, what status. I mean, you just never know. But it's pretty much the way it's always been, and I don't see any kind of changing. But that's why the American people get so damn mad. I mean, it's starting to get really bad around here, and now this virus, it's got everybody riled up. Everybody's just on edge. They'll keep on. They won't be able to control anything. There won't be any order. The people will take over completely, which is a scary thought too. Society isn't made to be random. It is, or mukbang. It's got to be organized and all that just so it will work. A decent, intelligent society anyway. It reminds me of Thunderdome, what it might turn out to be like if there's no law and order. There has to be law and order. There has to be guidelines, for people to follow, because you can't leave it up to some of their own recognizances because they don't know better. They don't know right from wrong, evidently. But people always say, there's nothing I can do about it. Well, number one, voting is something you can do about it. You have a voice. You know how to write. Report stuff that you see like that. You see a misuse of or misuse of their jobs, misappropriation of funds, whatever. Write it down Give it to the proper authorities. Before you give it to the proper authorities, make a copy of it. Date it, the original, make a copy of it. So you have proof that you reported that. Nothing's done about it. Then you've got an even stronger leg to stand on because you've already reported it at one time. And nothing was done about it. Yeah, I'll look at all these big time state dinners and stuff the taxpayers got to pay for. Yep. That's true. Pay for a bunch of people to sit up in the White House not doing a damn thing for me. The world would probably still run the same way if none of them were in there. And what's weird is when I took government and politics in high school, it was because there was three things that, or should I say three fields that I was thinking about going in as far back as I can remember since I was a little girl. One's law enforcement, one was nursing or the medical field, and one was government and politics. One of those three. Well, actually, I've done two of them. And still in one. So I don't know. I really kind of wanted to be a pharmacist, though, instead of a medication nurse or a CMA, ACMA. But I just never did it. My best and worst habit was being around the wrong men, marrying the wrong men. I don't know what's weird is I got married the first time when I was 18. The man I married was 32. He was 14 years older than me. And of course, we got divorced, and I was divorced for 18 years. 18 years before I remarried. And it was really strange because I was so in love with my last husband. I was my first one too, but I was so young, that it just wasn't the same kind of love that I had for my second one, if that makes sense. Um, I just, figured we'd be together forever. Well, boy, was I wrong. So, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Lady Blind. Well, if you document that shit, and when you report it the first time, if nothing happens, report it again and document that again and show your first documentation. If nothing still happens, then I go above their heads. I'm going to have to go soon. Getting bad headache. Okay. Yeah. Dang, it's almost 4 o'clock. I understand. I'm waiting on these candles to dry. Of course, I probably won't do anything with them, put the lids on and stuff till tomorrow afternoon or today. But yeah, I didn't mean to get it. This ain't a politics channel. Just conversations. One thing leads to the other. A witchy politics channel. Oh my. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and get off here because once you get off here, there's nobody else on here talking to me. So, and I'm not just going to ramble on by myself. But I will get this stuff in the mail as soon as I can. I'll say Monday, but I'll message you and let you know when I send it. Make sure. Got so many things written down here. Now, if it's a package, they just set it down there by your apartment door. Do they knock on your door and let you know it's out there? I mean, you don't have to worry about anybody stealing it, do you? Are you there? Well, I'll just send it and then I'll message you when I get it sent. And I have a couple of surprises I'm going to put in there for you too. Yeah, I'm just getting over that crap. I mean, I still have a little cough here and there, but not near like I was. Oh man, you want to talk about going and applying for that job, and I was coughing, and of course you cough right now, and everybody's like, no, mine's just get it every year. Allergies, sinuses. Ugh. Well, I'll let you go. Take you some sinus medicine. I know about them headaches. I promise you, I have them too. And I will talk to you another time. Good night, sweetie. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye, bye-bye.